Theodore Roosevelt was born on October 27, 1858 and grew up in New York City, the second of 4 children. His father, Theodore Sr., was a well-to-do businessman and philanthropist. His first wife was Alice Hathaway. She died giving birth to his daughter. His mother died on the same day. Theodore Roosevelt left studying law to become a representative of the New York State Assembly. He also became the captain of the National Guard and minority leader of the New York Assembly. After his mother and wife died, he left to live as a cowboy in Dakota for 2 years. After his time in Dakota, he returned home to New York. He went on to be a civil service commissioner, then became a police commissioner and assistant U.S. Navy secretary. He was elected governor of New York in 1898 and held that position for 2 years until he became the Vice President of America under William McKinley in 1900. Roosevelt was still Vice President in 1901 when President William McKinley was shot by an assassin. When McKinley died, Roosevelt became President. He was President until March 1909. As President, Roosevelt drafted the Sooner Act of 1902, which allowed America to gain the right to build a canal to create a shipping route through what is now Panama. As President, Roosevelt was known for his conservationist policies. This picture shows him with naturalist John Moore at Glacier Point, Yosemite Valley, California in 1906. Because of his conservationist policies, large areas of the USA have been untouched by development. Theodore Roosevelt received the Peace Prize for having negotiated peace in the Russo-Japanese War in 1904 to 1905. He received the Nobel Prize on the 10th of December 1906. However, he asked the United States Ambassador to Norway, Herbert H.G. Pierce, to accept the award on his behalf. Herbert H.G. Pierce read Roosevelt's speech on behalf of the President. His speech read, "Had I 1,000 several tongues, they would be inadequate to express to you the deep emotion which I appear before you to receive. On behalf of the President of the United States." The common teddy bear is named after Theodore Roosevelt in 1902. Roosevelt was on a hunting trip in Mississippi. After a day of hunting, everyone had spotted a bear except Roosevelt. The hunt guides didn't want the President's hunting trip to be a failure, so they tracked down an old black bear, tied it to a tree and presented it to the President. Roosevelt took one look at the bear and refused to shoot it. Political cartoonist Clifford Berryman heard the story and interpreted it in his own way, showing Roosevelt refusing to shoot the bear. New York City candy store owner Morris Mitchtorn saw Berryman's cartoon and decided to place stuffed bears which he had made in the store window. There became high demand for these bears and soon Mitchtorn set up the business Ideal Novelty and Toys Company. Mitchtorn asked Roosevelt for permission to the name teddy bears. This is how teddy bears became to be, how Roosevelt is linked to teddy bears. Theodore Roosevelt was an accomplished soldier. During the Spanish-American War, he took a break from his political life to organize a volunteer cavalry called the Rough Riders. He was a war hero and was awarded a Medal of Honor. Roosevelt was also an avid hunter and conservationist. After his presidency, Roosevelt went on a safari in Africa for 2 years.